Early on, I wrote the song and finished it in about 1995. I had that riff going all the way back to high school, but I finished it in around that time, around mid-1995. And I was so careful with it. I didn't show it to anybody. I recorded it once on a 4-track. I recorded it another time on another little system that I was building. I recorded it a third time, which wound up being the demos that we were giving away at shows. And then we got signed by Columbia for that third incarnation. And when they wanted to put that out, I asked them to wait. I said, give us a month and 50 grand and we can do better. And that's the record, the fourth try. So fourth time's a charm, turns out. And the whole process was learning how to make this strange sounding record that had this sort of James Taylor kind of LL Cool J verse, but then had, or a little bit of Paul Simon, but then had this like Metallica, Dinosaur Jr., AC/DC chorus, and trying to find that hybrid. I knew that if I went into like a producer with that or rented studio time in New York, that they would have laughed at me asking for something like that, because that's kind of ridiculous. So I had to go into the woodshed and kind of learn how to do it myself. So it was all prototyping the whole time, and the fourth prototype is the one that you hear on the record.
Yeah, everybody loves it for sure. Now, speaking of, you're here in Fort Wayne. You hit Fort Wayne numbers of times. Me and Joe and your manager, we were talking about Fort Wayne. You guys were here last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, Everclear and Living Color and Hoobastank were kind enough to bring us here on the Summerland tour. So that was really cool.
So how do you feel about Fort Wayne? I mean, Fort Wayne is a good place to play, especially at Pierre's.
I tell you what, the last time I was here, I felt the love, because I was sick. I didn't have COVID. I had a normal cold, which back then in the summer of 2021 was like, everyone was scared. It was like, oh shit, he's sick.
Yeah.
And, I was wearing a mask, trying to stay away from all the guys on the tour. I didn't want to give it to anybody. And as I had that moment, where you just where you're really sick and you just have a headache and whatever else, and you have to do something, so you just need something to power through. And I walked around the corner here and got a pulled pork sandwich with pickle. And it was so good and so perfectly spicy that my head cleared up, and I jumped on stage and had a great show.
Oh, hell,
and it was like the food of Fort Wayne just saved me in that one moment. So I have nothing but love for this place, because it can go the other way.
That's true. Like I was telling your manager too, man, if you ever need me with TV, come down here, interview you all the time. Be down here as well.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we'll bug you next time. Thank you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What's also kind of crazy is another connection, because again, entertainment business, you've been doing it for forever too. Mm-hmm. It's all about making connections. You guys' opening act, Basket Case. I'm really good friends
tonight.
with as well. Yeah, tonight.
Yeah.
I'm really good friends with Renata and Chris.
Yeah,
and
cool.
They've been on the show in the past too.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, we're excited about it, man. So most of the time you just roll into town, you got a little hit of the place, and then you need to leave. Well, you have local openers. You get to feel it out a little bit more and learn about it, and I'm looking forward to that. So that's really cool.
Before we go, anything to say to the fans that's watching, not only Dos Landis, but the Wheatus fans, and here tonight?
Yep, here tonight at Pierre's in Fort Wayne. We're going to rock with this guy. Thank you very much, Indiana.
See you guys later on a dose.